Nerf Rival 500. Yeah, super good gun. Let's check it out. Hey guys, Joe here from Xbox Games. Check it out. We have, of course, the Nerf Rival XVIII-500. Now, this is not something that is new, but it is something that I think you probably should pick up, especially if you're a Nerf modder, which, you know, who isn't, right? A lot of us want to mod these things. And that's the reason why we picked this up. We actually picked up two. We picked up the red series, and I think there was a white series that we pulled that we probably won't do a review on because it's pretty much the same thing. But we really wanted to talk about it in stock form, but then also kind of give you guys an idea of some of the upgrades that we want to do to this thing to give you guys an idea of, man, you know, how far you can kind of take this thing, because there is a barrel mod where you can shoot smaller darts from this thing and it turns into almost like a sniper, which is awesome. And the barrels are very, very cheap. You can get one of those brass barrels, cut it yourself, put it in for probably like 10 bucks, and you can turn this thing into a monster, especially if you want to upgrade the spring. It turns into, I mean, something where you really need to wear glasses. You don't want to get hit in the face. But anyways, let's talk about this. The box itself, pretty straightforward, you know, a standard box. You can get this right now for about $20 at your local Walmart or, you know, your Target store, or even, you know, Amazon and all those. You can get them for pretty cheap. It's funny because this gun is twice the price as, say, like a Knockout, but I get it, right? It's a single, you know, single breech. You got the gun. It's twice the price, which I don't get. I was hoping maybe around 15, but I can never get these things for under 20, right? It's always around $19, $18, somewhere right in there. So expect to pay that. It does say it does do, of course, 90 FPS out of the box. We're going to see later on if it actually gets that, which, right, the Nerf Rival series typically does. And it's just a pretty nice box. 5 rounds, nothing too crazy about it. Just a nice little box that you could pick up for pretty cheap. Now, one of the things is, with this, yes, you get the stock Rival rounds here. 4 come in the little package on the inside, and then, of course, you get 1 that is displayed on the outside of the box, right, just to kind of show you what you get. Yes, it comes with the instruction booklet. I mean, really, it's not too difficult to know how this thing works. It's pretty much you cock the thing, and you point it, you load a thing in it, and you're good to go. One thing I did notice about this, though, when I first got it and kind of cocked this thing open, is it just wasn't firing. I'm like, what's going on? And I thought on the side, the little safety right here, I mean, you really got to kind of push it, and you could hear it click. And it comes, of course, safety on when you first get it. So if you ever cock it and you're sitting here going, why isn't this thing going? What's going on? I was back here going, man, I wasn't sure if it was this because I thought it was in the up position when I pushed it. But you really feel a click when it's ready to go. So it is something to think about when you first get it. You got to kind of give it a little bit of force. It's much more of a force than on some of the other guns that I've, the Nerf blasters that I've picked up. In the back, yes, it does have that little piece kind of right here with your thumb, like most do, where you can unlock the cocking mechanism, because when it's pushed forward, right, you can't recock it unless you pull down on that. So you can recock it, get inside the breech, and do whatever you want to do to it. Now, this gun, again, I think ergonomically feels really good. Does it have, I think, a good as grip as the XX-100 Knockout? No. This is a little bit slimmer. As you can see, it kind of tapers down a little bit here. So even though I have big hands, it still feels good, but it does not feel as good as the Knockout, I have to admit. The Knockout's grip feel great. They're a little bit larger. They have almost like a real gun type feel to the hand grip. These are a little more slimmer. But maybe, again, these go into, the younger kid's hand comparison to my big adult hands. But still, the grip of it feels really good. The sound of it when you're shooting, it's not too bad. I mean, it's very similar to a lot of the other guns, so you guys can hopefully listen here. Oops. And, of course, that is a little bit louder just for the sheer fact that there's no bullets in it. But yeah, I mean, the sound of it, not too bad. When you're doing the mod with the barrel extension on there, it's really quiet, right? Because all that air and everything is going right out the front. One more thing I want to talk about with this gun, again, is that red team look. I love it, right? I love the red, I love the blue, and I love some of the camo exclusives they do. But I think the red looks awesome. I've seen some of you guys out there modding these things, and I forgot what his name is, but he was modding a couple of his guns to go to the team red, and I think you did a smoking job. Hopefully I can pop that up here if I remember what your name was on YouTube, but I love watching your videos. I think you were like the Nerf modding dad or something like that, I think your name is. The accessory rail up here, yeah, pretty straightforward. It does accept, of course, the Nerf mods here. or the Nerf Rival front. It does stick out. You see that? It kind of sticks out from the front. So I don't know if I'd put this on there. I don't know. I wish it was back here. Oh, actually, well, you can stick it in the back. Oh, if this thing will come off. I just felt like it was a little too close, and it like kind of covers up the breech hole. So if I put this all the way in the back like that, it still covers the breech hole just a little bit because you can't get it back because of that little nub right there. So it still sits on there well, but you almost got to go too far forward, and it kind of gets in the way of the thing here. So you can't really move it too much. You can kind of see that right there, right? It's kind of like right there. But still, I think that looks awesome, right? Look at that. You got the look on there. You got the thing. You know, overall, what does it shoot? That's the big question. See here, this thing shoots 90 to 95 FPS right out of the box, and that is good. I like that. I love a Nerf blaster that shoots exactly what you would expect to see it shoot out of the box. The accessories look great on this thing, but of course, you know, a normal red dot on here, which I think looks even more awesome. That actually looks really good. It's the first time I've actually seen it on there. But you can put that on there, and it doesn't obstruct, right? It doesn't obstruct the actual loading of the breech, which is awesome. So check that out. Very, very cool. Anyways, yeah, I think this is a really cool gun, a very highly modifiable gun. That's why I say pick it up, because you can pick up springs and Nerf and barrel kits for this thing for relatively cheap. So hopefully that'll give some of you guys the ability to really mod this thing, right? Kind of, you know, bring it up to that next level of kind of modding when it comes to Nerf weapons. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget about our giveaways, guys. Go to our main channel. Check out the giveaway that we're doing. Make sure you're going to get in on that. We are giving away a knockout. I think we have the blue one currently, and if we can pick up a red one, sure, you can have that too. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans.